There is this thing I always tell people, especially African and Africans in diaspora. Stop waiting for foreigners to build us a future that we crave for. The rebuilders of Africa economy must be us, whether you like it or not. We are the future our forefathers prayed for. We must begin to start small, focus on legacy, not just income. Whether it's starting that school, building that poultry farm, developing land, or launching a tech platform. Know this, you are not just building a business, you are contributing to African economic growth. Welcome to yet another episode of the CEO Perspective podcast, a place where vision meets reality and dreams are shaped into businesses. I am your host, Samuel Margaret Edehighagba. Today's episode is going to be a conversation where we are going to be discussing about our beloved continent, Africa. But before we go into the discussion for today, I seriously want to beg you, if you are yet to subscribe to our YouTube channel, what are you waiting for? Why don't you do that for us now? Please, right now. Yeah, right now. Click on the subscribe button. Click on the notification bell so that you get notified each time we post interesting episode like this. You wouldn't miss out from it. Have you done that already? Thank you very much for supporting. We appreciate. So let's go straight to today's discussion. I know you must have heard people say that Africa is the future, but I believe Africa to be now. So we're going to be dividing into why it is the best time to invest in Africa, where its opportunity lies, and of course, its challenges. If you are an African entrepreneur or an investor watching out or looking out to invest in Africa, stay glued to this conversation. So let's get something straight. Africa is not a poor continent. It is a misrepresented, underinvested, and misunderstood one. You see, with over 1.4 billion people, 60% under the age of 25, and the world's largest free trade zone, Africa is poised to become the fastest growing economy on earth. With countries like Ghana, Rwanda, Nigeria, South Africa, and Ethiopia has over the years experienced rapid infrastructure growth, tech adoption, and a middle class that is expanding slowly but consistently. And you know what makes this exciting? Africa doesn't need to follow the slow paths of other regions. We are leapfrogging, moving from AI to farming, blockchain for land registration. We are skipping the struggle and heading straight to the innovation. You see, Africa is gradually shaping itself into the beauty that you're seeing now. Are you going to be a part of it? Or you're going to watch this transformation come to play? Having said this, Here are the 5 key factors to watch out for if you're an investor or an African in diaspora looking for places or sectors to invest your money in Africa. Here are the 5 keys that I've put together for you. Key number 1, real estate and housing. You see, urban migration is rising, and the need for quality housing, school, and commercial space is on a fast rise. People no longer seek for just homes or houses. They are looking for communities where they can completely belong to and strive. And if you still think that Africa real estate is not lucrative enough, then you should have a rethink, because over the years, Africa real estate has proven to be one of the most reliable and most lucrative business in the world. And if done right, I can assure you of a 50 to 100% return on investment. So you should consider investing in Africa real estate. You'll definitely thank me later. So number 2, agriculture and agri-tech. You see, Africa has 60% of arable lands, but we still import food. There is not enough investors in the agricultural space. People do not see the need for smart investment in irrigation, storage, and agro-processing. There is not enough transportation for our low-scale farmers to transport their goods in other parts of Africa. If you're an investor or an entrepreneur, you should consider investing in Africa in agriculture. That is why I always say, for smart African investors and entrepreneurs like Dangote and others that understood the benefit of investing in Africa agriculture. And that is why all over the places you'll be able to find Dangote salt, Dangote sugar, Dangote rice, and Dangote noodles. They understand the rise and need for agricultural investment, and they have over the years benefited massively from this part of Africa agricultural investment. So if you have enough cash to spare, you should consider investing in Africa agriculture. There are so many ways you can invest in Africa agriculture, into animal farming, the poultry, the cow, rice farming, cassava farming, cocoa farming. So many ways you can invest in agriculture. So you should leverage on this information and consider investing in Africa for your own benefit. So let's move to the next. Digital technology. You will agree with me that over the years, Africa has advanced in technology. They have seen the most rapid growth in technology, especially in fintech and mobile app, e-learning platforms. You see, digital economy is growing. Fintech startup in Africa raised from over $1 billion in 2023 alone. I am so proud of our young innovatives taking hold of these opportunities to carve out their own opportunity in the digital world in Africa. I can start naming a lot of them. And they've leveraged on this part of Africa technology, especially in fintech, and they are gaining and earning massively from it. So you should also consider investing in Africa digital technology. There are so many of them you can invest into. You can do a research on that and thank me later. So the next one is education. I'm so concerned about African education. You see, with over 450 million children under the age of 14, Africa needs over 2 million teachers and schools. We have less investors in this aspect. They think it is not lucrative for them to, whenever they invest in education, there is no high return on it. It is very, very, very not true. Education in Africa has grown so well, and I feel so proud to say that our generations has embraced education wholeheartedly. They are so eager to learn. They are so eager to know. They are so eager to research on anything regarding to education. We are going to ask and request that there should be more investors in Africa education. There should be more investors in e-learning platforms. There should be more private educations. There should be more teachers. There should be more reading facilities for Africans. We deserve to be educated. So leverage on this and invest in education in Africa. You will definitely thank me later, that I can assure you. So let's move furthermore to renewable energy. But before I continue, welcome to new viewers that have just joined us. If you are yet to subscribe to our YouTube channel, please do that now. Click on the subscribe button. You should please also click on the notification bell so that you'll be notified every time we post beautiful episodes like this. We wouldn't want you to miss out. So please click on it now. Have you done that? So let's continue. The next we should be discussing on is the renewable energy. 600 million Africans lack reliable electricity. That's not just a crisis. It's a business opportunities. So if you have the enough resources, enough money, and you are looking for where to invest, please consider investing in Africa, in our renewable energy. Africans deserve 24/7 power supply. I can tell you this without doubt that Africans are ready to pay for good and reliable electricity. Please look into it and invest in this part of Africa. You will be so surprised of the revenue that you will be generating from investing in these 5 key factors, key sectors in Africa. So we've been talking about the key sectors to invest, the opportunities in Africa. Now, let's discuss briefly about the challenges you can face when investing in Africa. I more often ask this question: what do you think is holding us back from investing in our home continent, Africa? Let us be honest. There is no need to sugarcoat anything. There are challenges. There are big challenges Africans still face in investing in Africa. And here are the challenges to look out for when investing in Africa. So, number 1, corruption and bureaucracy. Corruption is all over Africa. Africa do not want to outgrow the corruption our forefathers laid. Africans do not want to overgrow the corruptions that our leaders are constantly killing us with. It is a pity that in the 21st century, Africans still suffer from political corruption. Africans still suffer from religious corruption. Africans still suffer from parenting or parental corruption. It's time for us to leave these differences and embrace complete change. Number 2, weak infrastructure in rural zones. There's no infrastructure anywhere. And those countries in Africa that has embraced changes in infrastructure and in their rural environment, you will see rapid change in their mentality, their mindset, in their economy, in their private finances. It's so alarming that most of these leaders travel to the Western world. I'm not saying that Western regions do not have corruptions. No. But what I'm saying is their margin of corruption is lesser than that of Africans. The under infrastructural development in Africa is way too much compared to the Western regions. So you should look out for that. It's a major problem and a challenge. So number 3, currency volatility. I cry over this every day. Our currency against major currency pairs are nothing to write home about. When you are an entrepreneur or a diaspora investor trying to invest in Africa, and you buy, you send dollar into your country, and after doing business, and you are selling your currency back to dollar, you right there realize that you have made little or no profit in your investment. It's a major problem because the volatility in our currency is such a big concern, and we should look out for it. Africans, we should watch out for this problem. Look at the major companies exiting African market. It is because of these reasons. So if of course you want to invest in Africa, you should watch out for this. There are many ways you can bypass these challenges. You can do a research on it, or seek financial advice, and I believe you'll get the best, because Africa needs your investment. So let's go to the next, which is the political instability. Yes, we do not have politicians that consider African or that consider Africa good at heart. I'm not proud to say this, but it is a major problem in the African market. So you should watch out. Having said all this, my brothers, here is the truth. Every great investor knows this. High returns comes from high risk markets, and where there is chaos, there is always opportunity. What we need right now in Africa is not perfection. What we need is vision and consistency. What we lack is Africans who carry vision and dare to take charge for a better change. But you see, there is this thing I always tell people, especially Africans and Africans in diaspora. Stop waiting for foreigners to build us a future that we crave for. The rebuilders of Africa economy must be us. Whether you like it or not, we are the future our forefathers prayed for. We must begin to start small, but think long term. Create circular economies. Focus on legacy, not just income. Whether it's starting that school, building that poultry farm, developing land, or launching a tech platform, know this. You are not just building a business, you are contributing to Africa's economic growth. And not just the economic growth, you are contributing to Africa's rebirth. And it's going to start from you and I. Africa, wake up. Yes, we have struggles. Yes, we have setbacks. But the global economic map is tilting, and Africa is no longer just a development case study. We are the new frontier. So don't ask, when will Africa be ready? But instead, ask this question: what can I do to be a part of Africa change? Or what can I do to be a part in playing a major role to Africa's growth? Let's build. Let's partner. Let's lead. Africa is dependent of us. We can do this. I believe in every one of Africa. Let's not give up hope. Let's not allow the battles, the fights of our heroes past to go in vain. Let's fight and build Africa. Thank you very much for listening to today's episode on the CEO Perspective podcast. And if this message touches you, inspired you, and has charged you to take profitable decisions in building Africa, kindly share to people, to Africans who still believe in Africa. Let's grow together. Let's build together. And God bless Africa. Thank you very much. And see you some other time.